So welcome back. I'm still playing Captain America. Is this one going to open? Yeah, this one's going to open. So in the last episode, I talked a little bit about my excitement for the Civil War movie and how, like, amped up I think everybody is for that movie. Consequently, there we go. Like Batman v Superman, which was the other like big movie that was coming out. Where the fuck am I going? I'm assuming this way because I came the other way. Anyway, so that movie, I don't want to beat a dead horse. Everybody says that movie's shit, and you know what? It's a mess in terms of there's way too many subplots going on at once in this movie. You've got, because again with Avengers you had all the different movies, like the Cap movie, the Iron Man movie, Thor, Hulk, all that stuff. Well, not really Hulk, but there was a Hulk movie, and you built everything up to lead to one big boiling point, which is Civil War, and then gonna be Infinity Wars with Thanos. Batman vs. Superman just tried to fucking fit like 3 movies into one, and they tried to do all these different stories. Like there was a bit of the Dark Knight Returns in there. There was, you know, Death of Superman was in there. Ooh. Psst. Hi, how are you? Oh, sorry, that's your face. You'll be okay. Oh, maybe not. I'm getting the fuck out of here. He fell. But, yeah, with Batman vs. Superman, you tried to establish way too many characters way too quick. And I actually quite enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he did a very good role. And that's probably the most cinematic version of Batman we've seen thus far. And it was cool. Like, he played the part well. He didn't play like Bruce Wayne, I didn't think particularly well. It's like how, like, Christian Bale to me was a great Bruce Wayne, not a great Batman, in terms of just his look and size and everything like that. What do I do? Wait. I'm supposed to grab you? Oh, that worked. Now, I will say this. And again, I'm not trying to be, like, controversial. I'm not trying to be that kind of guy. Kidney punch. I liked Batman vs. Superman way more than Dark Knight Rises. Like, Dark Knight Rises, to me, that movie was just a fucking mess. Like, it was such a plan B in terms of... I think I talked about this a little bit. But it was clear that they wanted to do another Joker movie. And unfortunately, we all know what happened with Heath Ledger, and that was a huge tragedy, and that really sucked. So they kind of had to scramble like a script together, and they threw shit in there that just, it didn't work, I think, on all the ways that they wanted it to. And following The Dark Knight, which was a masterfully done movie, it just felt like kind of nothing. And, like, Batman vs. Superman, yeah, it's an hour and a half of nothing followed by an hour of holy shit. Where Dark Knight Rises, to me, was just 2.5 hours of fucking nothing and plot holes. And the only thing that was awesome that came out of that movie was all the Bane parodies. Like, I didn't like how they did Bane. I didn't get the whole gas mask and his silly voice and that whole, like... What happens if I take your mask off?
Oh, it will be very painful for you.
Like, there was just too much of that. And, like, they never referred to What's-Her-Face as Catwoman. I don't know. It just felt like kind of a mess. Or at least in Batman vs. Superman, you got, like, a cool, big action sequence in there. And when Batman's actually fighting Superman... It was awesome. Like, I think everybody wishes that the whole movie was like that. You know, they fucked up Lex Luthor, and I know he's supposed to be like Alex, fuck off. He's Lex. Like, don't pull that crap. Oh, I'm just destroying these dudes. Bing! But yeah, with Batman vs. Superman, I think they had good ideas, it just was executed poorly. And it begs the question of how many more times are you going to give Zack Snyder the reins here? Because even though I think The Watchmen is a good movie, it's a good adaptation of that series, didn't get over well with a lot of people. Because it is a very slow story. It's a very, like, methodical and deep story. And maybe it didn't translate super well to the big screen. But even, like, Man of Steel, like, that movie is almost split right down the middle in terms of fans and people who didn't like it. I thought it was okay, but it was really fucking dark and bleak. And that, to me, is the biggest difference between Marvel and DC movies. Marvel, they're colorful, they're fun, they have humor in there, and it's fun to watch. Like, you see any of the Iron Man movies or the Avenger movies, they're fun to watch. Whereas, like, the Batman movies, like even the Dark Knight movies, they're all, like, they're depressing. Like, his fucking life's falling apart and his girlfriend blows up, and it's just sad. Like, there's not a lot of humor, there's not a lot of levity in there. And I want some levity in a comic book movie because it's a comic book movie. It should be silly and dumb. And in a lot of ways, like, I like Batman Forever. I like Batman and Robin because it knows it's stupid. It's entertaining to watch because it's so fucking dumb. Like, Arnold going, freeze! What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Like, shit like that fucking cracks me up. And, again, my favorite movie of all time, #1, is the 1989 Tim Burton Batman movie. That movie, to me, is... It's a masterpiece because it's memorable. Like, there's so many great moments and great lines. And it was smart about how it approached everything. Like, when you look at that movie, Batman and the Joker really interact with each other on every level. Like, Bruce interacts with Joker, Joker interacts with Bruce, Batman and Joker interact, Batman and Jack interact. Like, they really hit it on all cylinders. And there's so many great lines and great moments. Am I supposed to... Okay. I'll just automatically jump off here. And I think you get that as well in The Dark Knight. But Dark Knight Rises, to me, is a little bit forgettable. And there's dumb plot holes like, how did Batman find Catwoman on a fucking bridge with a kid eating an apple? And even that part before that where she's, like, running away from Bane's goons. And she's like, I'll kill him! And then Batman's like, they know, they just don't care. Bleh. Like, how did he fucking know she was there? It was just a lot of stuff like that that kind of took me out of it. And the whole, like, what's-his-face being Robin, but not. Like, at the end there, it would have been better if... at the end, instead of that lady going like, oh, I like your name, you should use it, Robin, like, winking at the crowd, like, there's, you all knew it, wink, wink. Like, if she said, oh, why don't you use your, like, your surname, like, Mr. Grayson, or something like that. I think that would have been more effective than just, like, Robin, in your face, it's him, Bleh. It just, I don't know, it didn't feel very subtle to me. And even the ending fight, like, how does Bane die? Catwoman shoots him with the bike. Like, it was just so, just... And then Talia just dies and he pulls a bomb out of the back of a truck and blows it up and then isn't, like, Cuba or like, Italy or somewhere having a drink with Catwoman. Like, it was just so weird. And again, I'm not trying to say it to like get heat or anything like that. This is just totally my opinion on this. Batman versus Superman, it'll be interesting to see where they go from here. Because again, spoilers, if you haven't seen it, you did the Dark Knight Returns fight. You did the death of Superman and Doomsday mashed into one movie. Like, where do you go from here? Yeah, you're setting up Darkseid, sort of, because it's like Batman can now have visions of the future or something. And, like, the other weird thing in that movie is, so, like, Lex knows who Superman and Batman are. Like, their secret identities are sort of non-existent. Right? Because Lex kidnaps Martha Kent and sends Bruce Wayne all those letters. So kind of like, so he knows, like he straight up knows who's who. And like LexCorp makes the logos for like the Flash and Aquaman. Like when you see those little snippets, those little mini trailers. Like, just shit like that was just so bizarrely unnecessary. And I hate to, like, again, I try not to, like, rant about stuff because, again, directors and actors, they all do their best. Like, nobody goes into a movie going, I can't wait to fuck this up. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna blow some shit up. Woo! And that's what, it is kind of concerning with how they're... Oh, my shield is freaking out. It's a little concerning to me about how they're handling the Apocalypse storyline in X-Men. Because Apocalypse is a very difficult villain to do in terms of... Like, he is top tier, right? Like, he is up there in terms of your biggest threat, arguably. And they never really, like, kill him. Or they never really beat him. They always kind of, like, trick him into falling into, like, a black hole or shooting himself into space or something like that. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that. And again, like, a lot of people kind of complained about his look, like Apocalypse's actual look. I get it. I get that they're going for more of that... Oh, there's my phone. How professional is that? I get that they're going for that whole, like, Egyptian look. And it works on some levels. Like, I don't think putting the big blue lips on him and going, you know, and having that voice from the cartoon where he's like, I am as far from a mutant than people are from us. Like, that probably wouldn't work. Where am I going? I guess I'll go in here. Ooh, Dum Dum Dugan. The big thing that, like, kind of drives me crazy with the X-Men movies is, why haven't we seen them in their costumes yet? Like, again, Marvel wasn't afraid to put Cap in his dumb spangly outfit, and it worked. Yeah, Wolverine, it might not work with him, just because his outfit, again, Hugh Jackman nails that role, and putting him in that outfit right now probably wouldn't get over very well. But you could put Cyclops in one of his outfits and it would work. Why not? I don't know, because... Yeah, looking at X-Men comics, traditionally they're very colorful. Like, it's a very colorful team in terms of their actual outfits. And the fact that they've had nothing but, like, black leather outfits and total lack of color and individuality in certain aspects. Oh, I'm gonna take that Stein and get fucking shit-faced. Oh no, Cap can't get drunk. That sucks. You know what? Fuck you. Oh, I didn't get a cool, like, thing. Aw. Ooh. It's a horrible place for documents. Besides barrels of, probably beer. Terrible, terrible filing system Hydra has. How are they so successful if that's their... Ooh, another Stein. If that's their, like, filing system. Just leave it... Leave your documents beside the kegs. Not great. Can I go through here? I think this is a secret way. Oh, locked. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I see the trailers for the new movie, and, like, Angel looks cool because he's got the big, like, metal wings now. Or... And I steal this guy's helmet. I wish I could put that helmet on. And, like, Magneto looks cool in this. That didn't work. And I think, like, Jubilee looks good, because, again, they gave her, like, the yellow jacket. But then you see, like, Cyclops just has sunglasses on and, like, a leather, or, like, a black outfit. And it's like, if he didn't shoot lasers out of his eyes, we wouldn't know that it was Cyclops, based on pure aesthetics. So... I hope at one point in time Marvel gets the license, because I know they'll throw the X-Men in their outfits right out of the gate, and it'll look way better. And the other kind of dumb thing with that movie and Days of Future Past is... So, like, Beast straight up just finds a cure. Right? Like, the whole thing about Beast, they totally just ignored. They're like, ah, he found a cure for his thing in the 70s. I need an intercom code? Where am I supposed to go? But I apologize for, like, oh, you know what? It's in here. It's right here. Like, Beast just, like, is kind of like a werewolf. He just, like, takes his glasses off and, like, turns into the Beast. And, like, the same serum also takes away Xavier's power and lets him walk. Like, that was just silly. And I know the whole thing with Beast was, we gotta give that actor face time. And it's the exact same thing that they're doing with Mystique. Why is Mystique hardly ever Mystique? She's always Jennifer Lawrence. And it's obviously just give her face time. And I'm sure she didn't want to wear all that makeup, because that looks like it would be kind of a bitch to do every day. I don't know, it's just... I'm all for doing new creative things with characters, but when you ignore a character's origin or a big defining thing about them, I don't think it works. Like, you've kind of made Mystique the leader, by the looks of it, in this Apocalypse movie. Oh, I thought he was going to kick him in the balls. That's what Cap's known for. That's his signature move, is just a wicked ball kick. But yeah, so, like, she just is, like, leading the team against Apocalypse. And that was never a thing. And I'm sure it'll make sense. But I just don't like the fact that Mystique through and through is straight up a villain. Like, she is 100% villain. She's in it for herself, and that's it. Oh, I would love if at the end of one of these, Peggy's like, you have to destroy the AA guns, and he's like, okay, I think we should see other people, bye! It'll never happen. Well, I guess he kind of gets out of that relationship by flying that plane into the ocean. So, there's something said for having a plan B. I don't know. It's tough to naysay a movie based on trailers. And I'm sure it'll be good, because Days of Future Past was a pretty enjoyable movie. Why would you throw smoke at me? Like, now you're not going to be able to see either. So fighting me while you can't see, probably not a great idea. Woo! Or they all down here. And go kick your fucking asses. Oh, actually, their strategy's kind of working. I can't see shit. And it's the same thing with, like, Ghostbusters. Like, everybody is shitting on that trailer. God damn. Was this fucking necessary? Like, what's the point of this? Ugh. Okay. Bye. I don't think I have to go that way, though. So they threw the smoke up there, and then it just clears out. Like, what the fuck was the point? Oh, now you come. But yeah, like, everybody's, I think, collectively is shitting on that Ghostbusters trailer. And I get it. I totally get it. Because I think people are getting pissed off, if not already, with... Ooh, that worked out quite well. With remakes. Like, if they're remaking Ghostbusters, chances are Back to the Future is right around the corner. And nobody wants that. So just come up with creative new ideas, Hollywood. Stop rehashing stuff. You fucked up RoboCop, just you should have left it there. When you have like a good, solid movie, like a classic, I think you can just leave it alone. Where am I going? Alright. I guess we're going this way. It seems like the only way I can go. I'm sure I'm missing something and people are yelling at me right now. And for that, I apologize. So, I don't know. With all these... God, they got those barrels back here fast. Ooh. You are under attack. Oh, you know what? I could probably upgrade one of my attacks to do like a big shock wave thing. Can I? Ooh. Shield shockwave? I can get 2.
That'll come in handy.
Jackpot.
I'm really getting the hang of this now.
Sweet. That's what I mean, like, later on in this game, when you can throw your shield and bounce it off a bunch of guys, it just looks really cool. Like, it's really, Oh, that was cool. So how do I do this? Huh. Sweet. It's been a while since I played this. Boop. Take it. So I don't know, if you want me to keep doing more of this game, absolutely let me know. I'm having a ball playing through this again, and it is a game that like it gets better and better as it goes on. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I guess I'd really like to keep playing this, and you know, hopefully you're enjoying this as well. Ooh, I get this big gun. You know what? I'm going to save this until next time. I'm going to go back down this hallway until then. Alright, so again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.